Welcome back, dear friend. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca. Welcome, and I know that we have had a lot of newcomers here to my channel, and I want to welcome you also. So what do I have for you today? Today I am going to do a walkthrough through my kitchen and show you how I organize it to work for myself and my husband. We are empty nesters, and one of the things that I love is decorating our home for all the different seasons and especially sharing it with you. So grab your favorite cup of liquid therapy and let's get started. Most of you have seen my farmhouse kitchen. My husband and I redid this kitchen, and I'll show you a before picture, and this is our after picture. But of course, this is what I want to share with you today. I want to share with you how I have my kitchen organized in my cabinets, also in the drawers. So let's just go ahead and get started. And in this top cabinet here, I'm just going to show you. Those are just some mugs. When my husband and I had done some traveling, we took pictures of ourselves in different states, and I think we have visited 26 of the 50 states here in the US. So I'm hoping to have Mr. Fix-It make something that we can display those mugs. That is just an everyday set of dishes, and I found those at a yard sale for like $50 for the whole set. It's Log and Burger in the green, and I'll just show you the design up close. But I wanted something that just for an everyday set, and we were fortunate to find those. And I just wanted to point out there at the top, if you can see those little soft clothes. Mr. Fix-It put those in my cabinet, and my cabinets originally did not have that, but I'll just show you how that works. Soft close automatically. So if you don't have those, I think they were about $8 for each one, I believe, so not too bad. And then up here, I just have a set of all Fitz and Floyd, which is a discontinued set. I don't know why I forget, to put it out each fall, but that's a beautiful set I've had for many years. And then that is my Pampered Chef steamer. I just love that. You put like 2 tablespoons of water in with like your broccoli or cauliflower, and you just steam that in the microwave for like 6 to 7 minutes, and your vegetables are done. I love that thing. I've had it for many, many years. And then my colanders in a smaller steamer if I just want to do a little bit. That Pampered Chef steamer there. But up here, that's just extra storage in the doors back there. Something that I just really don't hardly ever get out, so I'm not even going to go in that one. And this small door right here, that is just our wedding glasses, and it's got our name and date engraved, so I put them up there. And there is a little kitchen scale with some measuring cups, and then my Pyrex measuring cups are always right there, and I usually have a little small cutting board I can grab right there. This corner one, this is my catch-all for all my different seasonal things that I keep, mainly for decorating. Over here, that is just the set of dishes that I usually decorate my dining room with. That is up there. It's Bianca found my set on Birch Lane. but I believe that set is sold different websites. And then up here, my husband's a little taller. All of his mugs and his glasses that he likes to use are on this shelf. And of course, he gave me the bottom shelf. And those are some of my favorite mugs for tea and coffee. And then those are just my tea jars that I have, and a few other little disposable coffee if we want to take a coffee with us. We have some disposable coffee items there in the back. That is all my upper cabinet. So down below in this one, this is my bakeware set, and I know it's vintage, but I have had it for just that long. I found a few other pieces along the way. These are my Pyrex bowls with lids, and then some mixing bowls, and then my bakeware. And then also you can find those complete set. I will link that in my Amazon storefront under Farmhouse Kitchen. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, and I've had those for quite a few years. You can put it all in the dishwasher, and I put the lids on the top rack, and I have just had those for quite a few years. Well worth the money. Up here, this little tea caddy, this also came from Amazon.com. I love it. You know, you can just pull out your tea when you're ready to fix tea. And then this came from Hobby Lobby, and I keep all of my honey spoons for my tea in there. This was a gift to me, but it came from Amazon.com, and this is a frother for your coffee, or if you like it in your tea. But this is just the neatest little thing. So this all separates, and it does froth up your creamer. And I've used my regular creamer, and it'll froth it up, and very nice. And then this came from Hobby Lobby. It's very heavy. It's like cement heavy. And then this also this little gray timer came from Hobby Lobby. This little Keurig I keep here to sometimes fix tea or hot chocolate. Okay, moving on to the drawers. I have 3 drawers here, and in this bottom drawer I keep all of my cling wrap, Ziplocs, and parchment paper, and all of that kind of stuff, and not in any particular order. A lot of times grab something and throw it back in. This is my napkins, my towels, and then just some extra white towels for my kitchen, and then my oven mitts, and I grab those, and this is just something that I use every day. Top rack here is silverware, and I have these silverware dividers. These came from Amazon.com. You can find them on my Amazon storefront under Farmhouse Kitchen. And I got 2 of these. They fit right in there, and I love all of the dividers. That way things don't get lost back there, and that's just a carving nice way back there where nobody's gonna reach in there and grab it. Over here I have a Lazy Susan. We're going around the bottom, and I have a Lazy Susan, and it's probably a mess, but I have my pots and pans and my cake plate down there. Just some odds and ends. If you see those coffee, I put these down here because when I'm cooking and I have grease from like cooking and I need to drain hamburger or something like that, I just dump it in these, let it cool, and just throw it away, and it just keeps the mess down. So I know that seems a little odd, but that's how we do it. And then originally my skillets are sitting here. This is just my skillet lid, And if you see that red on there, that's because my skillets are the Polydine red ones, and they do, I don't know what they put on it, but it does rub off. And then those are my Polydine baking pans for cakes. One of my larger cooking pots right there. Over here is just a bunch of white washcloths, and we save lots and lots of money on using paper towels. So I will buy a 18-pack of washcloths through maybe Walmart for $4.77. They used to be a lot cheaper, but they have went up. We just grab these to wipe things up. So you can tell some of them are a little stained, probably need to be bleached. And then, you know, when we add the new ones. Now, as they get too stained, then they go into a stack that is some cleaning towels for me, cleaning the house, you know, for dusting and stuff like that. And then from there, when they get too stained up, they'll actually go out to the garage for my husband to use, waxing or cleaning the cars, and then they go to the trash. So it's sort of a process with these washcloths, but paper towels are so expensive. These are just as sanitary because they get thrown in the laundry room, and then when I have a large load, then they all get thrown in together and occasionally get bleached up. But that's how we do it, and we save lots and lots of money from just throwing away so many paper towels. This cabinet door is a lot of my baking pans, and it could use a little bit of straightening up, but I'm just showing you guys real life. This is the way it is. And then I have a couple of cutting boards also in there. I'm hoping to get Mr. Fix-It to fix me a divider where I can put all of those in there, and they're not sort of bumping up against each other. But those are all of my baking pans. And normally I would keep a couple of them down at the bottom of the stove here, but with this stove, it is just so shallow. They're not deep like they used to be, and I really don't keep anything in there. It's actually a drawer that was considered to be a warmer. If you were baking pies and wanted to keep them warm, you could put them in this bottom drawer and it would keep them warm for a while. But let's just never hope you forget that they were there. Moving on around, this of course is my dishwasher, my Farmhouse sink. Under my sink I have, well, I'll tell you about these first. Mr. Fix-It was able to cut them down and make them into smaller doors. They were the original tall doors, just like these over here, but he did cut them down and put them together and glued them, and we painted them. So I know that a lot of people would use some of the little curtains or fabric, which is so adorable. What I have down there, and it's not, it could use a little bit of help, but this little odds and end came from Tractor Supply, and that holds my tablets. You know, I use the Lemon Shine booster since they've taken the phosphate out of the water and it leaves a white film on your dishes. That was just driving me crazy. So with this Lemon Shine booster, you will not have that problem anymore. So now if I get the tablets with the lemon in it, I don't have to have the booster. And then just some old toothbrushes back there for cleaning and scrubbing. And I had one lady that had asked me where I keep my sponges. I don't use sponges. I could never use them. I feel like they hold so many germs and food particle. It just grosses me out. I can't use sponges in my kitchen. I will use those washcloths, or if I do have to scrub something, I will use an SOS pad. And if the SOS pad has food residue on it, I will throw it away. If it has no food residue and just soapy, I will put it in a Ziploc bag and I will keep it for another use. So the Ziploc bag keeps it from rusting. So I just have some of my favorite cleaners back under there. And of course I've got some distilled vinegar for cleaning the coffee maker. And then that little crock just holds my sink stopper, and I'll clean that up and put it in there. And then it could use a little organizing, but I'm just showing you it's real life. Over here I have another Lazy Susan that we put in when we redid. Just some odd little things that I keep in there. And then moving on around, we put the microwave here instead of above the stove. I love this. I'm very short. I'm 5 foot tall. So when I have to reach above and climb, I don't like that. So Mr. Fix-It cut this 24-inch cabinet down, moved the drawer down, left a little opening for a basket area, and in here it's just sort of almost just another little catch-all. So this drawer really needs some cleaning up and some help. And also, what do I keep in the little basket? Just some extra little odds and ends. So guys, I will not be going into the pantry today. I have a collaboration coming up with a couple of ladies who have their own YouTube channel, and that is something that we're going to work on first. You can look for that. So I'm looking forward to that collaboration and getting my pantry cleaned up. Okay, this is above my refrigerator, and these two doors are just for storage. Some plastic whiteware. There's the Flow Blue, a set of dishes that I get out periodically and put on the shelf in the kitchen. That was from my mother-in-law, beautiful set. Just, you know, if we're making a dinner for a church or something like that, that's what those are particularly for. So just extra storage up there, get it down whenever we need it, and that's about all that it is there. This is how I organize my kitchen. Definitely could use some help in organizing a little bit more, but as I work on it, I will definitely keep you up to date. But this is just real life kitchen organization. I decided not to put anything atop my cabinets, but this is how the kitchen is organized for me to use every day. Dear friend, if you have a YouTube channel and you want my support, leave me a flyer sign in the comment section. I love sharing support.